Knowing me, Mitch of Unseen Universe. Knowing you, the lovely people of the chattersphere. Aha! Welcome, everybody. I am Mitch. This is Unseen Universe, and we are back. We are back finally after, well, it seems like forever again. It seems like lately, every time I do a live stream, whenever that is, I'm always saying, we are back. We are back. But we are back, and it's lovely to have you here. So without further ado, before we get into it, it's the man himself, my right-hand man, the man himself, helping me, helping you, helping everybody. It's Gavilar from Impossible Invert.
Hey up.
Hey up. Yeah, I
bit of a fumble then.
I forgot what I was supposed to be saying, man. You can tell we've had too long a break. Anyway, how are you, my friend?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, good. Right, before we go any further, first, right, Gav, you ready to catch this? So, before we say hello to everybody in the chat, I've just got something to do. That little bit I did just before Gav came on, before the introduction came on. First person to write in the chat. Who gets the reference? You win a mystery sling. Go. Boom. Do it. Come on. Who's going to be first, Gav? What if nobody gets it?
I'll keep the sling.
Come on, guys. Come on. Nobody's done anything yet. First person to get the reference to the bit. Does anybody have any idea what the heck I did? I'll tell you what. We'll just leave it hanging, and we'll...
They're all mentalists.
We'll just leave it hanging. Everyone's like Googling, what did he do? What did he say? So that little bit I did at the beginning, right at the beginning, who got it? Abbott or Steve Coogan? That's not really an answer, is it? Come on, I want specifics. It needs to be better than that. Mandy. You are halfway there. Mandy. It's up to you to. That's just not good enough. Peculiar Pest says she's not old. She's not old enough. Well, fine. Wow. Have you ever heard of Bravo or UK Gold? Or are you too young for them and all? There you go. Alan Partridge. Greg got it. Alan Partridge. Come on, what's the game show? God almighty. It's like pulling teeth around here, man. Come on, guys. Come on. I want it specific. It can't just say Partridge. There you go. Come on. Aha! I'm not saying the words, man. Greg's halfway there. Mandy was halfway there. Greg's 2/3 of the way there. But anyway, never mind. So it's done. I'm not doing it. I'm not giving it away. I'm not doing it. It's not good enough. It's not acceptable. I'm just gonna leave it hanging. Greg's like desperately like Googling now. Alan Partridge shows. There you go. Mandy's got it. Sorry, Greg, but you just weren't good. It just wasn't acceptable. Knowing me, knowing you. Aha! I'm thinking of adding it to my stream somehow, Gav, at the beginning when I have guests on, maybe. Like, knowing me, Mitch, knowing you, blah, blah, blah. Aha! And then they have to say it back to me in a really awkward, like Alan Partridge kind of way. Anyway, guys, enough of this tomfoolery. Let's just crack on, shall we? Oh, hang on a minute. I ain't done my thing, have I? There we go. Who as that? That's a flashback. I bet there's loads of people in the chat who've probably never even seen that before. So that's how long it is since we've done Play Your Cards Right, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, welcome to everybody. Let me just get the chat back up. Comments. Right, guys, thank you so much to everybody for tuning in. Let's just say a few hellos, and then we will bring our esteemed friends on. Not that everyone else is not esteemed. Everybody's esteemed around here. Let's just say hello. Peculiar Pests. How's it going, Peculiar Pest, Gav? Have we got a name for Peculiar Pest? Because I forgot. Oh, that's
yeah, it's
is that Shona? Shona. Hi, Shona. You all right? Greg's in the house. How's it going, Greg? You all right, my friend? Welcome, everybody. Mandy, obviously, Mandy's in the house. She's just won a mystery sling. Congratulations, Mandy. Well done. There you go. Jennifer's in the house. Jenny, how's it going, mate? You all right? Welcome. Brilliant. I promise I will bring the other guy. That's it. Our Francis is in the house. Invert Kingdom UK. How's it going, buddy? You're supposed to be in here, in the green room. Andy's in the house. Aperture Attic. How's it going, buddy? You're all right, matey? Ahoy. Who else have we got? I can see Anton. Anton's in the house. How's it going, matey? Still no picture. He's still gone dark, hasn't he, old Anton? Oh, my goodness. Mark, Northern White. How's it going, Mark? You all right, mate? Good.
Look who's here.
Spooky Dukes. It's our Dawn. How's it going, Dawn? You all right, mate? Good. I hope you are well, and everybody is. Oh, my voice nearly went then. Mantis Garden. How's it going, buddy? He said he was coming in. And Mantis Garden's the guy who had the mystery bag off me, dude, at
all right,
Manchester. So I've still yet to watch his YouTube video of that unboxing, or unbagging, I should say. But anyway, thanks for dropping in, my friend. Claire, obviously, is here. Right. So, Peter, I can see Peter in the comments as well.
I've got that yet.
Yeah, it's not. Diana, how's it going, Diana? You all right, matey? Good. Excellent. And Peter is in the house. Nice hair, Peter, my friend. So that's Peter and his son Kian will probably be with him. So everybody, I know it's gone 9 o'clock, but there might be a few kids still in the chat. So, but I don't need to warn people because we're not like that around here. Oh, we don't go to nobody swears. We keep it friendly. And nobody, we don't have any of that muck in the language in the chat around here. So, Kian, how's it going, my friend? Kian and Peter, welcome, guys. I think that's everybody. If we've missed anybody, I apologise. It's Gav's fault. Right then. So we have. Welcome to everybody in the chattersphere. Welcome, guys. It's fantastic of you to be here. But we also have some other friends that everybody loves and everybody knows, and I think we'll just bring everybody on, dude. There's none of this like bringing everyone on individually. So yeah, let's just bring them on, dude. Do you want to bring them one by one, and I'll quickly say hello. So they're all waiting patiently. Jeremy's in the house. Jeremy's
hello. How's it going, guys? You all good?
Yeah, we're all fantastic. Thank you, my friend. It's lovely to see your happy, shining, beaming face. Your ever
it's good to see you guys as well.
Forehead, excellent. And
where's my hat? I'm wearing a hat.
Just ignore me, man. Ignore me, dude. Ian's in the house. How's it going, Ian? Ian
Tarantula. How you doing, buddy? All right?
Yeah, we're good, man. How are you?
Yeah, all good, mate. All good.
You know what? I nearly wore my Love Tarantulas t-shirt tonight as well. I'm glad I didn't now. Good. So that's Ian Tarantula, fantastic. And then it is our Claire. Oops. Are you ready, Claire? Say hey.
It's not just me today.
Are you all right, mate?
I'm spooky, dudes. It's all Dawn.
Dawn, good to see your face. A lovely face. There she is. Look, our Dawn. How's it going, mate?
Yeah, not too bad. How's you?
What? Yeah, fantastic. What a lovely surprise.
2 for the price of 1 today.
Yeah. Did you know about this, Gav?
No.
I didn't know about it.
Yeah.
I just drove down it. just drove down in the thunderstorm.
Okay, excellent. Well, it's fantastic. 2 for the price of 1. Fantastic. We are honoured. I hope you're all right, Dawn. I hope everything's okay. And I think we've got one more. Francis, you ready, my friend? And we've got Francis. Francis and Ebbs, the Indian King of UK. How's it going, guys?
Francis, you're muted. There we go.
Ebbs will be in a minute.
That's fine, dude. That's fine. Got family and stuff, man. You know, it's the way it goes, man. So Francis, it looks like do you move that chair everywhere you go in the house, dude?
Yeah. I don't actually exist outside of this chair. It's like got a life support unit.
I think it's awesome, dude. I think it's awesome.
Like a hermit crab, he just carries it with him everywhere.
Yeah, I know. It's fantastic, man. I love it.
I relocated from the conservatory because we're in the heat wave. I was just dying in there, so I kind of just relocated.
Yeah. No, I figured that might be the case because it's just been it's been a bit unbearable at times, hasn't it? I don't know about everybody else, but I've had quite a few casualties. But that's like everyone here has got a lot. Everyone here who I can see, and I assume a lot of people in the chat as well. You guys, like us, you've got a lot of stuff, whether it be personal stuff you're breeding, stuff you're selling on, whatever. You've got absolutely tons of stuff. So it's all relative, I know, but a loss is a loss, right? And I lost a fair few especially during those couple of heat waves that we have. So yeah, it'd be quite nice if it stayed a bit cooler now, So that would be good.
Yeah, I think we're over the worst of it now, definitely.
I think
thinking about putting the heating on soon.
I know it's terrible, isn't it? Ian? It's like I'm for the first time. I think for the first time ever, because like we're all going to be living in fuel poverty, like from October onwards. I think for the first time ever, Becky is on board with not putting the heating on 24/7. That's my partner, by the way, in case you didn't know.
Put another layer of clothing on.
I think she's finally on board.
Yeah. Yeah, I've told the missus not allowed the heating on in the house because all the electric's being used in the shed. So
no,
keep all the animals warm.
Ian got scared by the whole situation in Ukraine, and he's built himself a bunker and taken his tarantulas all in there. Yeah.
There's literally no signal in here either, so it must be nuclear proof.
It does look like an air raid shelter.
It looks awesome, dude. It really does.
It's getting there, mate.
It's getting there, man. I saw another update photo of yours, I think, the other day, and
I just had to move around on the shelves, just getting to the heights that I want. I've got some exoterras that I'm going to replace these ones with, just so that they fit in just nice there as well. So so I've got a load of empty exoterras down here to change everything. But I've got like mums with babies in at the moment, so I don't really want to disturb them just yet.
Yeah.
Seeing all them enclosures on the top, the arboreal ones, I saw your picture. Seeing all the same enclosures was very pleasing to my eyes.
It's nice. I bought these two racks here. I bought them at the same time, and then they discontinued them, so I couldn't get another one that was matching. So the other one's very similar, but it's not quite the same. It doesn't do the same height, so it's just off by about sort of like that much. But it'll do.
It looks good.
Eventually,
man.
I'll probably put like the IKEA Kallax up there or something like that. Just
Yeah. Do you know what? I haven't quite got to the stage yet where I've settled on a particular vivarium type that I want everything to be. I've just, like most people, I've got just a whole higgity biggity mismatch of like bits, and this. That's pretty much. What I have behind me is about the nicest bit of my shed. Everything else is just a complete shit show, Sorry, Kian.
If I had the I'd just have all of these. Actually, I'd just go for all of those. But it's just trying to find them all.
Those are nice. Oh, they're mint. They are, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, shows you Balfour. So while we're here,
I can't get out.
Get your mouth out.
There's some females.
Yeah.
So let's bring the.
Honestly,
my
when
laptop's
Ian shows us those photos of his Balfour communal, man, it's just like.
So there's those ones there. There's 6 adult females in there. Then up in that one, you can probably see them all up in the corner there.
Oh yeah,
Good stuff,
yeah.
dude.
Oh my God, look at that.
There's about 15 in there, and then I've got the big one over the back. This is like the big 2.5 foot one.
Yeah.
But you don't really see much in there, to be honest with you. I can see a bum there, and that's about it, really. So there's about
A bit of booty.
20. There's about 30 in there.
Yeah. I mean, nice. Nice.
Well, I've got a female in there. I've got a female in there. One in there. One in there. One in there as well. They're all solo females.
Awesome. Nice, dude. Nice. So, Ebbs is here. Sorry, Ebbs. I missed you get here. Sorry. How you doing, mate? You all right?
I'm all right. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thanks. Good. Are they settled down?
Yeah, I had hiccups, so I was trying to stop my hiccups.
Wasn't even kid related.
No, it was actually hiccups.
It was
Yeah.
For once.
So the cat lady's in the house. How's it going? You all right? Go on, Gary. You have to remind me of her name. Is it Jeanette or
Jackie?
Jackie. I just make these names up. Look, I can't remember. I'm trying, man. You know, it's hard. It's hard. It's just so.
And we've also got Vanessa, whose birthday it was yesterday.
It's Nessa, actually. It's Nessa. I know that much because I get told off when I call her Vanessa. Yes, it was Nessa's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Nessa, and
Happy birthday for yesterday.
You got your own little rendition there.
Yeah. Rocky's in the house. How's it going, guys?
Evening.
Rocks. There you go. All the love there, man. Shall we stick with the chat just for a few minutes? We've been neglecting them, haven't we, while we were all like drooling over Ian's Balfour setups and stuff. So yeah, all the gang's here. How's it going, James? That's James. You all right, buddy? Nice one. So yeah. Anybody else? So what's everyone getting up to in the chat? Have we missed anything exciting? Because I just want to make sure we're not ignoring everybody. We've got responsibilities here, haven't we? We have to make sure everyone's all right.
Mandy said she's finally got a live velvet spider. She's had no luck with her velvet spiders.
Oh no, yeah, she had. So Mandy had 2 basically. She had a DOA, and then she had a replacement sent out, and that was DOA as well. And then she had a 3rd one sent out, and it's been okay, or has there been more DOAs along the way?
Oh, that's good. 3rd time's a charm.
Fantastic. So I mean, I reckon it was just bad timing with the heat wave and stuff. I think weren't they posted out during the heat wave and stuff? I think the first one was.
Yeah.
Anyway, so.
We didn't last that long, did they? No, at all.
No.
Yeah, especially with velvet slings, they're so fragile. It's just.
Yeah, and you're supposed to keep them dry. And you don't really know.
Yeah.
Then when you post them, people usually put them in a bit of wet tissue, and then that gets really humid. That just kills them off.
Yeah.
I've had some come in soggy tissue.
Yeah. I can't get my head around why people do that. I really can't.
We've had this conversation multiple times, haven't we?
I know. I don't get it. I often get people.
Moss.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but just dry tissue. I mean, if you must.
Got my little one in here.
Oh, I recognise that enclosure. That looks good, dude.
I wonder where I got this one from.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on mine.
The video, I rehoused my adult female species Blue in here, and she's done exactly what I wanted her to do. For once. Like the spider's actually done what I wanted. Like a little wet tub on the back.
Yeah.
And then at the front.
Yeah.
Oh, bit of a
you know what? But... Yeah, nice one, dude. Looks good. Nice.
Yeah, she's doing good in there.
Good. Dawn, if I owe you something, or if I'm supposed to be doing something, you have to keep kicking me up the bottom, because otherwise.
I did.
You have to tell me.
If you can't, you have to. If you can't, if you
Kick Gav.
can't, if you can't get if you can't get anything out of me, you have to contact Gav.
That's what I do.
It's usually for best.
I literally just cut Mitch out entirely and go straight to Gav. I'm like, jump the queue.
Hey, I think I've done quite well this week since because obviously it's been an absolute whirlwind for me for the last 3-4 weeks with everything that I've been doing, and this week it's going to take me the rest of this week to catch up. But obviously because there's no orders, it's quite fortuitous really that there's no Royal Mail obviously Thursday, tomorrow and Friday, so I haven't had to post anything out today, and obviously I won't post out now until Monday, so it just given me a little bit of breathing space to catch up after all these weeks of just slowly falling more and more behind. So I'm actually quite looking forward to the next 2 or 3 days where I can just focus on catching up and maybe even getting on with some other big extracurricular things that I've been wanting to do, like a little bit of a stream every now and again. So
Mitch, your inbox needs a feature like on eBay, like when you're bidding for something and you get outbid, it tells you. So you should inbox Mitch, and then when your message isn't top of the inbox anymore, it should update you and say you have been out messaged, and then you have to message again.
You are now number 600 in
you
the
know
queue.
what? You know what? It is. You know what? That's not a bad idea, Jeremy. Maybe I should get like a little cheese.
Just have a little bot just like in your DM, just be like, has a little sign. You're number 599.
It's like when you're trying to buy tickets online, and it's like you have been joined into the queue. You are now 5,357 in line. Your expected time of waiting is 4 years, 33 days.
Minimum waiting time is a decade.
That's about right with Mitch, though.
You get seen in A&E sooner.
It's like when everybody was trying to post their Tesco orders online during lockdown. You get a little walking man.
True, man. Honestly, I'd be devastated. I'd be so upset if it weren't true. Honestly, but I have to hold my hands up. You know, it's. But I think I'm going to catch up. I'm not far off. Well, I say caught up. I'm caught up to the point at which, you know, when I choose, I have to draw a line, and I say, right, I'm gonna catch up down to there, and then everybody else is gone. Because there's no point in. The thing is, how far I can't go back. There's that I have to just like cut every now and again. I cut the bottom off because I have to. You know, when it gets past like a month, and I've not replied to someone for about a month, I have to just cut it loose and then start again. You know what I mean? And let it build up like that again.
And then the people below the line get a notification saying your message has dropped into the abyss.
Your message is no longer valid.
Try again.
Please resend and try again.
Error. You send them an error message.
You have been deemed irrelevant.
You know what? It's amazing. It's amazing that I have any friends at all, really.
Right, so now we know he's going to catch up. Everyone just starts spamming him messages.
Spam messaging now. If it's not relevant, just spam it. Hi, Mitch.
You know what? It's brilliant. It's brilliant because everyone who knows me for that, and that's it's not great, but it's great at the same time because everybody's really forgiving, sort of thing. But it's the people, it's the new customers and the people who don't know me and stuff who I have to really try. I must try harder. So, but yeah. Anyway, so Jeremy, what's going on with you, man? You've got Bedford coming up, right?
Yeah, first time vending is really exciting. Been gathering supplies and getting stuff sorted out. I'm going to sort out because I've got the next couple of days off this week. Birthday Friday, so it's like I'll take the rest of the week off. So tomorrow I'm going to sort out the dry stocks. I've got flake soil. I'm going to start bagging up because I managed to find a good supply of flake soil. So I'm going to bag some of that up, bring that along, sort out the livestock, get them repotted and everything. Flake soil for beetles.
Yeah,
Just plastic.
As well, don't they?
It's not real.
Just reusing microplastics, yeah. But nah. So yeah, flake soil. I'm bagging some of that stuff up, sorting out some of the tubs, deciding what to bring and everything like that. Talking with some friends, getting some more stock in next week as well. So hopefully everything goes well.
Excellent.
Hopefully.
How many have you got? Just got the what? Have you got 1 or 2 tables or more? Or
We've got the 2.
Okay.
So I'm doing it with Ben, and then my friend's tagging along as well now. So hopefully that will spread out along the table. But we'll see. I was thinking, now that I'm thinking stock-wise, I was thinking maybe 1 table would have been good. But we'll see with 2. Gives us more space to spread out.
You never know. Has Ben got? Is Ben bringing much?
I don't know if you saw, he had lost some of his phasmids. He was going to bring a lot of his phasmids along, but unfortunately some of them passed away. So he's got a couple that he's going to bring, and he's got some bits and bobs. And my friend's bringing some isopod cultures and some of his personal teas that he's moving on and stuff like that. Yeah. So hopefully everything together.
You were being very diplomatic. You were being very diplomatic there, Jeremy. Basically, what happened? Ben went on holiday, trusted his stock with some beanhead. And when he came back, about 90%.
I know, he was messaging me. He was so upset. I was like, look, dude, just don't stress yourself. Like, things happen. Don't worry about stuff on the table.
Go straight down to this person's house and basically, take the credit for his job.
It's true.
No, but honestly,
he should have taken. Honestly, I felt so bad for him because his message was so distraught about it, and I was like,
awful. It's so horrible.
Trusting with someone close to him as well. I know.
How did that even happen?
It's phasmids. Like, you just stick bramble in the enclosure and spray once every couple of days. It's not hard.
I mean, you know what? He must have basically done absolutely nothing.
Probably just left them to the side and just let them dry out.
If you don't feed them, they still survive for quite a while because they go through pauses. So it's just
unbelievable.
I don't know what happened there. I felt so bad for him, but luckily I think he's been getting a few people helping him out and giving him some more species and stuff.
I think Andy's sending him a bunch of stuff as well. And I think a few.
Oh, that's good.
So So you might end up with a few more bits than you think. So
yeah.
But yeah,
it's the first show anyway. So
right, this is your first show sort of thing. So you're standing and stuff, so that's just super exciting, dude. Super exciting.
Yeah, I've had some experience working with Tony at Venomous Visions a couple of times, but being on my own table is going to be fantastic. Can't wait.
Absolutely, it's going to be awesome. Alas, unfortunately, we are not going to Bedford, so unfortunately, we're not going to.
My reaction was the same when I double checked. I was like, because I saw your post, like, oh, that's the last show for us for a while. I was like, what do you mean last show? You got Bedford coming on. I was like, no.
Yeah, I'm sorry, we're not doing Bedford. It
is what it is.
It is what it is.
You're going to represent the Rocky Mountain stuff with me. We were twins last time.
Summer. Tray 1 of 3.
So speaking of Bedford, then obviously we go all the way over to the Invert Kingdom UK are going to be at Bedford. I don't think it's any secret.
Get confused because your camera's flipped.
How excited, man! This is you're like seasoned showgoers now, aren't you? It's like
I wouldn't go that far. We're going to go see Jeremy for some of his fake soil. We don't want the real stuff. We don't want the real stuff. I don't want the real stuff. That's
made by hand.
Artificial substrate, like not man-made, like artificial microplastics. It's going to be the new thing, guys.
Definitely want the.
You can wash it, like. It doesn't go
take a sign, sneak to your table, and just hide it on the end of the table saying fake soil sold here.
I've got a secret thing not on display. I want to see some fake soil.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
I'm trademarking that now.
Secret is, dude, I've been selling fake soil for years, mate. Nobody even knows about it.
It's so fake, it's real.
I can't believe it's not substrate.
Well, you need to trademark that. Yeah.
So, guys, you
you heard it here first, guys.
So, guys, you
shut up. Can't take you anywhere, even on a stream. Jesus. Try again.
I'm surprised he didn't spin away on his spinny chair, to be fair.
There's a glass window there, unfortunately.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Me and my chair are leaving. Mitch, try again now.
I think Evs has lost it, man. Francis, how many? Have you got the one or the two tables doing at Bedford?
Just the one. We was gonna go for a second one, but then we decided to go for the one because just some personal stuff has happened, meaning we couldn't get as much stuff as we wanted. So
no worries. It's just it's a lot of overheads as well, though, isn't it? You know, if you start moving into like more tables and stuff, you know, you've got to be confident that you're gonna have the stuff to put on the table and sell. So
yeah, exactly. We wanted to have like a bit of dry stuff like cork bark and stuff like that, but we just haven't been able to do that this time.
Soil.
Fake soil, try that.
Yeah,
try that. I hear it's good stuff, man. Jeremy's got some
quality stuff. I'll let you on the industry secret on how to make it.
Right then. So I'm just going to say hello to Rick's in the house and Lewis. How's it going, guys? And I think that's they're the extra ones coming in. So yeah, there you go. I think Rocky quite likes the new background. What do you reckon to the new background? That's I've been working on this on that all day.
I really want some of the death painting.
So yeah,
I'll keep saying I want some death painting beetles, but then I'll go to buy them and I'm like, I don't want to, because they're quite expensive for something so small. And like, don't get me wrong, they're nice, but then I'm always like, but I could buy this tarantula.
True, but they are
the live as long as tarantulas.
They are a heck of a lot of fun, though, to watch, man. They really are.
They're so funny. They have no thought going on when they're just plodding around in the enclosure. It's hilarious.
No idea.
They show up under UV light.
Put them in there,
don't they? No.
I don't know, actually.
I thought I saw some at a show, and they had him in a big fishbowl thingy that was open at the top.
Check.
Oh my god.
I didn't think they did.
It doesn't help that they're all hiding right now.
Camel spiders do that.
Still up.
No, only the scorpions out at the moment. All the other beetles are hiding.
I love it. Everyone went to check. I probably would have checked myself, but I haven't got any in the shed, so we're all in the house. But, so this brings us round to Claire and Dawn. Claire and Dawn. It's lovely to have Dawn here, isn't it? What a lovely treat. So come on then, guys. What's cooking?
We're doing the show. Well, am I doing it?
We're doing the show.
We're doing the show in Brighton.
Yeah.
Woo! Excellent.
We're not moving after all. We're not going to go.
I didn't like to ask on live or anything, that Claire, because obviously it's a personal thing. So, but
yeah, no, it all fell through. So.
Oh, okay. You know what? It's like, Claire's like kind of like yay, and and then like he's like kind of like
yeah, he's in there sulking. Yeah.
He's just like he's had his head in his hands the whole time, and he's still suffering, is he? Still licking his wounds, has he? Oh my goodness! But oh dear. Oh well. Never mind. Well, you know what? Silver lining and all that. You're going to Brighton, so that's good. So I haven't told you, Gav, but I've booked Coventry and Brighton are booked, my friend.
Yay! Party!
It's official. We are going to Coventry and Brighton, so we will be there. So
We're currently not going to either of those.
What?
I wish we were. But it's not even that. It's personal circumstances that have happened have made it virtually impossible now.
Yeah. Well, that sucks, dude. Sorry about that, mate. But you know,
It's what it is.
Life, man. It's life, innit? You know.
You have to stream, and I'll just pretend I'm there.
Yeah. Well, you know, I really, really try. I know I do this all the time, and I make all these like kind of schedules for stuff, and I'm lucky if I like stream one, maybe even two little streams. It's just never get around to it for one reason or another, you know. But I really, really try. I'm gonna try harder, Gav. I'm gonna try harder to do more live streaming.
Yeah, Gav. Yeah, Gav.
Yeah, Gav. Help me out, man. Come on. So Claire, what's cooking in the? Got anything new and exciting going on?
No.
What did you put up today?
What did I put up today?
What did you put up today? How many babies?
Yeah, I potted up some Biddendartus metapes today. I thought there was about 30 and there was like 68, was it? Something like that.
Oh, Jesus.
That happens a lot though, doesn't it?
Yeah. But now that's now 68 sling pots I've got to feed. I've already got 30 blue mountains that I'm feeding, and I've got a smoothie cup with about 30 Carolinensis in, and I've got 2 egg sacs, and then there's all the adults. So now I'm just like feeding.
I get the feeling.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know you feel. This is an egg sack of curly hair, so there's probably going to be a few hundred.
Look around the room. You're gonna get zero sympathy from anybody on this screen.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, but I've got Satan's spawn at home because he's only doing an hour a day at starting school. You can't do anything with him around.
Yeah. Oh dear.
You can't have Satan's spawn. We have Satan's spawn. We're fighting for the right.
I have 4. Yeah, she has 4 of them.
Okay, you win.
Oh, jeez.
My goodness. Oh my God. Well, yeah. Anyway, so yeah. Well, nice one. Congratulations. Sounds exciting. So have you got some? So you've got Carolinensis then? Have they? Their slings, aren't they now? So they've all.
Yeah, they're so tiny, man. The slings are so tiny. Like. Sorry.
Hi, Christian.
I don't even know if you're going to be able to see any of this.
They're so tiny.
These have been out of the nest a few weeks. They've molted and
big sling, Jesus.
Sorry, everyone. Sorry, everyone. Yeah, we can see them now.
They're so tiny.
They're like they're easily half the size of small fruit flies, compared to the like other Phidippus species.
Yeah.
They're just so tiny.
Yeah.
They don't grow big anyway, do they? But the slings are unbelievably tiny.
They don't, but compared to some of the Regis, they don't. But they do grow a good size, though. To be fair, they're not a bad size.
No, they're not. They're not the smallest, are they? No, they've
But yeah.
The males are a good size, really. You can get smaller, just plain Regis males.
Yeah.
You did some macro footage of the Carolinensis male.
Yeah.
That's what made me get these in the first place.
Right. Yeah. They're absolutely beautiful, aren't they?
They're awesome, aren't they?
Absolutely beautiful.
The males in general are underrated for a lot of the jumping spiders.
I've actually got those. You know, all those that I snapped up from Dawn. The ones that I snapped up quite a while ago. That Dawn wanted, that I took.
Oh, Charlotte wanted.
Oh, sorry, it was Charlotte. Sorry.
Yeah.
They all the males have pretty much matured now, and I think the females are still like a molt behind. So, but the thing is, that pair that I had, you know how I had a pair. The male is the male that I did the macro footage on all that time ago. He's still alive, even now.
Oh, that's good.
I know. So there's hope because, like, I think they can live. They can obviously live a fair old time. So
yeah, I've had just a normal Phidippus Regis male live just over 3 years. So
wow.
Yeah, they don't always.
Do they stay fertile
get,
for that long? Do they, or do they?
No, near the end they can't even like web or anything like that, and they tend to stay near the floor and things like that. So I wouldn't try putting them with a female or anything.
No.
I don't know how fertile they are. Like the females, older couples, I think they lose their fertility quite quickly. If I'm honest.
We have a male DRD coming next week for Ebs.
Your female.
Ooh.
For Ebs.
nice.
Yeah, I'm not having any part of that.
Nice. Hey guys, if Ebs, if you have success with that male and he lives to tell the tale and he does a good job, if my female's still okay, do you mind moving her over here?
The Diardies are a bit of a pain in the bum with breeding because the females are really good at eating their eggs very quickly.
Yeah.
And even though they're a bigger species, they do. And even though they're
straight out.
Yeah, whip the sack out straight away. So you just keep an eye on them.
Yeah.
And they lay really small. They lay really small clutches.
You can pull the sack with Diardi.
Yeah.
Oh,
I pull the sack off
done
all
that
my
with my
spiders
girl.
now.
I had a wild female lay a sack and she ate it in 2 days.
I tend to just pull the female and leave the sack where it is, to be honest.
Yeah, my enclosures are not sling proof, so I pull the sack and I put them in smoothie cups, and I just find it easier instead of trying to wrangle them.
Okay. You see, what I do is once I've paired them, I put them in a deli pot, 32-ounce deli pot, and then once she lays an egg, a sack, I'll just take her out and then just leave the sack in there for them to hatch out. I've been doing it that way for years, and it always seems to work out okay. So, but yeah, I've got a random spare DRD female here. She's been an adult for at least for a good while now, but hopefully she's not laid any kind of sack yet or anything. So. I've not been able to get a male, so yeah, Ebs, if you manage to have some success and he makes it out and he's all right to live to tell the tale, that would be if you don't mind, I'd love to get hold of it.
I've got
that, and I've got a male Dursty as well now, so I've got 2 breeding.
Their breeding projects are going better than mine at the minute.
It's going to be fun.
But I always said to her, if there's something that you like that you want to breed, that's fine, but you have to do it. I'm not doing it for you. So it's just a learning experience for her, isn't it?
I've watched you do it enough now, so it's...
So.
Good. No. I mean, with the jumping spiders, it's I mean, Claire knows it's I wouldn't say it's easy, but it's relatively straightforward. You just.
I know a few months back, I was thinking about packing it in, wasn't I? Because I had such a terrible 6-8 months. I had invested so much money into pairs and pairs and pairs, and I was getting nothing back. They weren't dying. I just wasn't getting eggs, or they were eating them, or they were infertile. And I got all new heating for the racks, all new lighting for the racks. Put so much into it, and then there's people that are buying them, keeping them in smoothie cups for forever, and they're just breeding like wildfire. And I'm like,
tell me about it. It's like you go the extra mile, and someone's just doing the bare minimum, getting everything. I'm like,
Jeremy, have you not learned yet, dude? Do not go the extra mile.
No, they thrive on neglect, obviously.
It's just oh, come on.
Yeah, well, you know what? Just don't give up, Claire. Just
No, I haven't given up. The thing is all these people that were getting the slings when I was trying so hard and they weren't, you don't see them selling them, so they obviously haven't done as well once they've got the slings, if you see what I mean. So
yeah.
But
breeding's the easier part, I can imagine, isn't it? And keeping them alive. Is another thing, isn't it?
That's the game, isn't it? It's when you're an actual breeder and whatever. It's breeding. Breeding's just just a small portion of the overall kind of
absolutely
picture, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
It's experience and lessons learned along the way and skill involved in you know, all species are different as well, aren't they? Anyway, nice one, dude. It's in the house. Spider.
Hey. How are we?
How you doing?
I was just about to send Gav a message.
Now we're just waiting for him to stop talking, and now we're going to bring you in.
Yeah, it's like waiting for a reply off him, isn't it?
Andy, welcome to the family, Mike.
How are we all? Everyone all right? Yeah.
Straight in. So the final piece of the jigsaw is here. So everyone has made it. So I just want to say thank you to all you guys for being here, because I literally only sent out all these invites last night. It wasn't it? It was like a last minute thing. So so fantastic. Thank you so much. So Andy, how's it going, man? You just you had a hard shift. You've been working up until just recently, just earlier.
Yeah, well, finished about 9. Well, got in about 9 o'clock, and I've just sort of got myself sorted. I've been watching in the background for the last sort of 20 minutes. That's why I mentioned about the message, because I came on just as you were talking about, or basically ripping Mitch for never replying to his messages. That was about when I joined, so I thought I'll save this one.
Thank you. Hey, you know, if I just sit here, I could be like I could pretend to be the Coriolis.
You do like a Mexican wave.
Sorry. There you go. That wasn't bad, was it? Sorry about that. Kill me, man. So yeah, so I've gone around the board, Andy, and just had a quick chat with everybody about what they're getting up to and stuff. Well, you're always posting awesome videos on a Sunday morning, dude, about your shenanigans. So what's your latest? Dude?
This week, I think, is it the Orphanacus egg sac? I had the Orphanacus species negros.
Yeah.
But I've already told Mitch I'm going to do a video on it anyway. But I think anybody that's seen the video will have seen the egg wasn't there, the sac wasn't in a great state anyway. But none of them have survived, unfortunately. So I kept losing them over the few days after the sac was pulled. And then that second heat wave, I think there was 9 or 10 left in the second heat wave, just done for them.
Yeah, I know that feels. Happened with my Fimbriatus as well.
Yeah, we've got but I've done it now, so I know I can do it. I think I've just got to wait. I've still got 2 mature males here, so you know, if I can keep them cool and try and make them last as long as I can, hopefully I'm going to feed her up, see if I can get it a molt out, and try again. So we'll see how it all works. But I've done it once, so I know I can do it. It's just a case of trying again now, isn't it? And
yeah, that's it. Yeah, like my nemesis at the moment is pokies, and just keep trying. I got as far as a regardless egg sac, but it just wasn't good. It was no good. So you know.
Yeah, my regardless molt.
Yeah, she molted out 3 times, and then the 4th time was when I got the sac, and yeah, it was just no good. So it's like 4 years of waiting. It's just
yeah.
Well, yeah, it's been 3 years with this Orphanacus, if I'm honest, with one thing and another. And I don't know, when something happens and you just set yourself a little thing where you go, right, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
But you don't realise how long it's going to take.
Yeah.
And then it all finally come together this year. And like I say, it didn't turn out too great, but it's just one of those. There's so many, like I said in the video, there's so many factors in it when the egg sac, when it arrives, because when I found it, I just left her. I didn't touch her as it was. She was positioned so that I could see into a burrow. So I just woke up one morning and had a look, and I could see the sac there. So I was like, right, just left her. I didn't water her because she'd already, you know, I'd already watered her in advance and everything, and left her to it, and everything was great. And it was just right up until them last couple of days, when you start wondering, because the sac sort of got bigger, and then it's looked like it got a bit smaller, and that was when so I was like, right, I'm going to take it. and we had the heat wave coming anyway. I knew that was coming in, so I thought I'll pull it, and yeah, it was just one of those things. I don't know if, by the looks of it, to me, there was something on the inside. I think maybe some substrate or something might have been on the inside that contaminated it right at the beginning, because the inside of the sack was an absolute mess. But if I'm honest, there was only 2 black eggs. So unless it was them 2 black eggs that have spoiled it, but I'd have thought there'd be more black eggs. It was more a case of them all being stuck together. So
yeah, that's exactly like my Fimbriata.
Did any of the actual eggs develop today, or?
Oh, mate, it was pretty much all of them were at first stage sling. It was just that they were so badly stuck together. I think originally I got about 43 that were okay, but then over the course of the next 3 days, they were dropping off at 10 a day. But I also had about a dozen eggs with legs that over the case of a couple of days, they molted out to slings as well. So it could have been that they were the ones that lasted a little bit longer. I don't know.
Exactly the same as what happened with my Fimbriatas they were all kind of stuck together. Fortunately, I mean, literally 2 out of the whole sack survived. I've still got them now. Out of the whole sack, started off with, I can't remember what the exact count was, 200 and something, and over a period of a few days, it literally just died off. Some eggs with legs and whatever, and then I ended up with 2. Fimbriatas has been a bit of a kryptonite for me because, first time I bred them, I ended up with 7 that survived. Second time, I've ended up with 2 that survived. So there's been a few like that though, especially this year. I've had an awful year for it.
Seems to be that a lot of people are saying that there's been
I've heard that, a lot of people
this year,
But I completely get what you're saying. Like with the ones that take you a couple of years, it's like my Cancerides. I've been doing them for a couple of years, growing them up, ready to breed. Emurinus, I've literally just had devastation with my Emurinus. I grew them. I've had them a while, got them to breeding point. But my biggest female dropped the egg sac. About a week later, found that she'd eaten the egg sac. Reconditioned her, paired her again, and yesterday I found her dead. It's just horrible, especially when you've been putting all that time over years to try and get the project, and you think you're making progress, and then it just falls apart. But it kind of also makes you just all the more determined. You say, well, I've got to this point, so I'm going to continue. Unfortunately, I have another female, a couple of males, but it's still not the point. It's horrible, especially after a pairing, to lose the female. It's always like a bit like, where did that come from, sort of thing. But
my OBT, that happened with my OBT, man. I paired her, and then 3 weeks later, she come out, started webbing up, and I thought, oh, we're going to get an egg sac here. And then the next morning, I found her upside down, dead in a water bowl. And I was just like,
strange how it happens.
What the fuck?
Too funny though, weren't she?
Yeah, it's strange how it happens sometimes. But like you say, it makes you all the more determined to just keep at it and eventually crack it. Yeah. And then it's even more rewarding when you do. I mean, look, Balfour are my all-time favourite, and I struggled to just get over that last hurdle. And then I finally did it, and it just made it all the more of an achievement when I did. So it just spurs you on to keep going, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's it, man. You've got, like I said, it's if they just molted out, if you pair them and they just molt out, sometimes then I'm not in such a rush. Oh, there's no urgency, but like I said, there's a few. The off-nakers, the Diamantinensis is another one that I'm still working on. I've got her up there actually, and she started webbing up a lot, but I don't know if she's going to lay a sack or not. So, but yeah, it's just perseverance, and I always say if you get it to a certain point, or if you can get it quite advanced, then you've got to take that as a positive and go, right, well, as I did with the off-nakers, I just got to go, right, well, I know I can do it. I've just got to do it a little bit differently next time. I think I'll rehouse her in something bigger, because I did plan on rehousing her, but she laid the egg sac about a month, well, probably about 3 weeks, maybe between 3 and 4 weeks after the last time she was paired. And she'd been paired 5 months earlier. twice and nothing had happened. Like, so it was one of those. So my plan is to rehouse her into something bigger, and then try again.
HMAC?
Yeah.
We paired a HMAC. Nothing was happening for months, were it? Like, didn't even look gravid or anything. We've sold her, and then she's dropped.
Fortunately, the person who's got her has said they don't want the slings, and if they all develop all right, they're going to send them back anyway. But still, it's a bit. It's always a pain in the ass when that happens.
Yeah. You had a you had a sack. Was it this week with Gav?
I wasn't going to say no because Andy were talking about his soft makers and
what have you had? What have you had off makers as well, Gav?
Panay.
Oh, nice, the blue Panay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
But I've pulled the egg sac like way earlier than you would, like with most tarantulas, just because they're known for eating their egg sacs.
Yeah, so are they dwarf as well?
You are?
Are they dwarf as well?
Yeah. I mean, my female's something like that, tiny. But yeah, I've pulled that. The eggs look good, and you can see development on them. So I've just got them in the incubator. So hopefully.
Yes, man.
But I was just wondering then if the conditions need to be the same as the wood for the Negros.
I'd imagine there'll be something similar. They're from the island of Negros, innit? That's where the name. It's a shit name, that is, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
It is the racist Darth Makers, I call it. If I'm honest, it's just, but yeah, it's just shit name. Yeah, I hate it when you have to. You know, when I'm doing a video on YouTube, it's like, right, how do I word it when I'm putting it on the? Do you know what
that just
the
somebody at least.
Yeah, it's with Petco and Lasius, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I kind of think the taxonomists and that love it when they've got to rename an orphanesis, because you end up with like that one. You got Philippinus. No, that's always a fun one to say in a video.
Yeah.
It's like it's just like you're not making this easy for us guys.
Yeah, Posotheria tiger willow.
Yeah, literally.
That is its actual name, though, Mitch.
No, it's Philippinus, but it can be easily misconstrued. So,
I love it.
Often just having us all on.
Nice off. I like the off makers.
Yeah, I'm hoping my female's gravid actually.
She's proper orange, though. Isn't
I
she?
observed some interesting behaviour. The male still lives with her, you know.
Say again, mate.
The male still lives with her.
Really?
Oh, is he still there?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Do you know when you were pairing them, Gav, right? Did she? I noticed when I paired these ones, right, some proper weird behaviour. It was like she kept lifting her abdomen right out of the way, but he'd bring his legs round and proper like push her back down.
Get it in, man.
Oh
yeah.
It's the only time I've ever seen it, because but it's almost like it's natural as well. Do you know, like, I don't know. It was like on both sides. It was like she knew that she had to lift up and he had to force her down, and it was almost like when she lifted up, he got the insertion, and when he pushed her back down, it was to make sure. Do you know what I mean? It was really mad. Quite cool footage of it, like. But I was just wondering if yours would sort of behave the same.
Yeah. Like
general thing. What about yours?
They seem to be the dominant of the species, you know, rather than the females. Because my male, the female, she went down and she webbed herself in at the bottom of her burrow, and then he went in and he made his own little chamber a bit further up her burrow, so nobody else can get to that female.
Yeah.
What I was thinking.
That's pretty cool, like, yeah. It was well mad watching them two pair. He was a right sort of pansy at first. I tried them half a dozen times, and he wouldn't go near it. Like, just wouldn't settle. And he was here about and running everywhere. And he'd made sperm webs and everything. And then this one day, it was like he'd turned into a fucking Brachypelma amori or something. He was just dead calm, and he went over. And it took a while, but once he got going, yeah, fair play, didn't I?
They're supposed to be a really calm genus, though. Like, overall.
My male bossed the female. I didn't experience any of the pushing the abdomen down. She did lift her abdomen up a bit, but he just didn't really mess about. He just went in there and just fucking all that. Just got the job done and then got out of Dodge. And she just casually just went back into a burrow like she didn't know what had hit her. But then after that, they wouldn't pair again. So like neither of them seemed interested. So I'm hoping that it was a wham bam, thank you, ma'am, jobs are good and sort of thing.
Yeah. He's died now, hasn't he?
He's died, but yeah.
I have to say, first time I kind of experienced spiders, because I'd obviously spent more years kind of breeding mantis and various other things, and this can be a kind of a anywhere between 12 and 36-hour process, basically. And then with the first time I ever experienced, I think it was a pair of jumping spiders, because I was breeding jumping spiders years before I started keeping teas and stuff. And it was basically over, like within about 5 minutes. And I was convinced. I'd convinced myself, because this was about 10 years ago, I think, when I first bred my first jumping spiders, and I just convinced myself that I needed to just keep pairing them, because it was just. And then I tried them again, and she basically just ate it immediately. And I thought, well, this is over. I'm not going to get anything out of this, because she's just eating him, and they're only together for 5 minutes, and I had no experience at breeding spiders back then. And anyway, I got about 5 egg sacs out of her, all of them fully fertile, and I was just like, Jesus, man, they were just like together about 5 minutes. I couldn't believe it. And then
it's always about how long it lasts.
No. And then after that, here we go. Let's just all sit back.
Good job he's at home watching them, not watching this.
That is true.
I think, but then I think I bred my first teas about 4 years ago, and it was basically even quicker. It was basically I was with Jake, a guy who I was with quite a few years ago, and he put these OBTs, and we did some Balforas as well, and they basically were together about what seemed like about 3 seconds. Just like, and I was like, is that it? And it was like, yeah, dude, that's it. It's just like they've done it. I was like, no way, man, no way. And I just couldn't believe how quick it kind of was. But obviously, there's absolutely no reason for them to maintain anything, really. It's not. It's completely different. So
that elegance parents that I did, they went on for like ages. In fact,
they were rolling around the bedroom and everything.
Yeah, man, they were like they were really mad. They were like doing full barrel rolls while he was sort of hooked up. But it was like one parent, I think, lasted an hour.
You're pregnant. I'm so glad that doesn't happen with humans. You're pregnant.
God, imagine the child support would have to pay.
Oh, God.
Tell you what, you'd have to be quite gymnastic to be able to pull it off the way they do it.
Go on, limber up there.
Oh dear. So come on, while we're talking about Jeremy, what's out of all the inverts that you've bred, because you've bred obviously quite a wide variety, which do you think is the is the funniest or the most out there type of mating sort of ritual, or, you know, that sort of thing.
God.
Putting you on the spot now, dude.
Yeah. It's got
Well, like stick insects are quite boring, aren't they? Really, let's face it.
Yeah, I mean, it's
you know,
just kind of just like the
kinda
male just crawls on, the female just doesn't even know he's there, and then boom, they connect.
Yeah, they just kind of get on with it. You know, it's so boring.
It's like, oh yeah, I've had quite a few weird ones. Like, well, yeah, the jumping spiders are quite funny. I did that on the live stream. Then the David Bowies was quite funny as well because I had them just in the fishnet, and I've just put the enclosures in, let them both crawl out. They found each other.
David Bowies fishnet stocking. What? What are you on about?
Oh, this is taking a chance.
You know the big mesh one, the big butterfly net. I just put both because I saw this. I don't know if you know him in the group, national group. Miro.
What?
Does like the macro stuff. He paired them, and I saw how he did it. He just put them in a big butterfly net.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yes.
Yeah, Spider Cafe. Oh, I love this channel.
Paparazzi guy. Yeah, the Spider
Cafe.
Yeah.
He's great. Yeah. I've just happened to come across his channel and so they both came out. It's like 2 a.m. This is when I wasn't working, so I was like, I don't know, I could just stay up at whatever time. 2 a.m. I just hear. I'm like, oh, what's that? And I just I'm half awake with a torch just beaming into this butterfly net, and I just see this male just tapping her. It's like constantly. She's just there, like, okay.
Yeah, man.
It was hilarious to watch, but the light spooked them, so I just quickly turned off the light and I just went back to sleep. And then the next morning, they're just opposite ends of the fish net, butterfly net. You got me confused.
Fish nets, man. Fish nets. Got it.
Fish nets and fake soil. That's what's selling at the show.
Awesome,
Freudian slip there, Jeremy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely.
I was so close to not slipping through that.
Yeah.
That sounds like Jeremy's dirty weekend. Fishnets and.
Sounds like the Rocky Horror of the invert scene.
Yeah, it's like, put some nice clothing on for the David Bowies. Get on with it.
What goes on an invert show stays at an invert show, eh?
Is that what you want
kind
to
of invert
table
show.
for at Bedford?
Just eating.
Just watching invert dances.
But I do
Just
love
for
the.
coupons.
Obviously, we all love the jumping spider kind of mating dancers and things like that because they've all got their own ways. I mean, I love it. It's like.
Oh, am I going to be laughing at them?
You will.
Absolutely love it, man.
Don't kill me, please.
And then the peacock. We all love the peacock spider, jumping spider videos. Absolutely.
They are cool.
So, Claire and Dawn, have you guys had any experience at actually breeding the velvet spiders? I'm just wondering.
Nope.
Nope.
I'm died.
Mine are not old enough. I had one mature male and I sent it to Jeremy.
Okay. Do we know if they have any? Do they have any kind of mating ritual dancing going on? Just anything.
No, I don't know.
I've never seen any videos or anything of any velvet spiders mating. So
They don't tend to dance. They stomp. Velvets are quite grumpy and they kind of stomp around anyway.
They're really stocky.
They nip as well because
Yeah.
Claire sent me her male to my female, and from the attempted pairing that happened, I found that the male would nip at her whilst tapping on her, so proper tapping her, and he'd nip her, she'd nip back, and they'd just be going back and forth between the two. He never got an insertion, and unfortunately my female and the male dropped, but it was quite interesting to watch. So hopefully with my blue, because she's pretty big, and Lee says she's freshly molded, trying to find a species blue male. Don't know if I'll find one, but if I can give it a go again, I would give it a go because got pretty close last time.
Yeah. So Charlotte says she's going to be breeding her Gandanameno. Gandanameno. She's going to be breeding those soon. I saw the picture.
Yeah,
I saw that photo that Charlotte posted, and I meant to message her because she said it was a sub-adult male, but his his palps were just.
There's something else, aren't they?
They were like
They're proper boxing gloves.
I'm sorry, I look like I'm doing like a Kenny Everett joke here about boobs or something, but sorry about that. But he's got those palps were just unbelievable. Those boxing gloves, man. And she said, and I thought, my first instinct was, are you sure he's not mature? Because he looks huge. You know, those palps just look absolutely massive. I mean, they're only going to get bigger, right? So
yeah, explode.
That's the thing. The male that I sent to Jeremy, I bought as a female, and I realised looking at the picture that it was male before I bought it, and I still went ahead and got it anyway because the transformation from the black to the ladybird is just incredible, and I was really excited about it. It was really good, wasn't it? Yeah. But his palps are quite small, but then you can get some males that are so like small, but with these giant boxing gloves. It's huge. Honestly, it's insane. I wonder how they can even use them. Yeah.
I mean, you know, I was going to use an analogy, but I won't. We don't know who's watching yet. So, but yeah, when I saw that photo, honestly, I was just blown away by how big those palps were. They were unbelievable.
Nice, Greg.
So yeah, is Greg getting going? See you later, Greg.
Thanks, Greg.
See you, buddy.
Greg, mate.
My friend. See you, matey. Say hello to Rachel. So Charlotte says that she's waiting for the fluff on the end of the pulp. So there you go.
What?
Well hung. There you go.
Yeah, the velvet spiders are really underrated. A lot of people that have jumping spiders end up getting a few velvets, but a lot of people are like, no. I thought they looked a bit like a tick, to begin with. I was like,
they do a little bit.
No, you wouldn't look very well for me.
They do, but when you take a picture of their face and you see their grumpy little faces, they're so fugly that they're gorgeous.
They are, yeah.
And then they have such attitude. They proper if you upset them, they'll proper stand there and stomp their feet at you and stuff. And, I love them.
And it's crazy how aggressive they are when it comes to eating as well. Like my blue, you put a roach there, she'll dart out and she'll just her fangs are just so tight, just a little nip and then drag it back in.
They're little dustbins, aren't they? They'll just eat anything.
I was surprised
them and they'll just go, oh,
yeah.
I was surprised how big they get as well. I didn't realise how big they get. To be honest.
They get a good size.
Especially Gundana Menno, like the females get huge.
Yeah, until I started seeing like people's photos of their adults, I didn't realise that they got as big as they do. They get really big.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I'd probably recommend them as like top 3 starter spider if you want to get into true spiders, because one, you keep them dry, so there's no worry about humidity. 2, they last a while, probably about 3-ish years, maybe 5, depending on sex, because they just grow so slowly. And, you know, they're big, they're sizable as well. And they eat anything. Yeah. It's just a great spider in general. If you can get past the fragile sling stage, then they're
and they're not seeing them for the first year.
To be honest though, Jeremy,
yeah, true.
You know as well, dude. It's when it comes to true spiders, once it's that young sling stage, isn't it? That you'll worry about.
Yeah, it's getting past that sling stage.
That's why years ago I made the decision never, buying in like slings and stuff. I decided I'm not buying any more true spider slings that are less than 1 centimeter, and even that's quite small. But because they're just tiny. They're just so tiny and fragile. A lot of the species.
The ones we got before were like less than 0.5.
Yeah, they were really, really small.
They were so tiny.
Velvet slings are particularly fragile, more than jumping spiders, I'd say.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. They look hardier and they look stockier, but they're not. They are more fragile.
I think
any amount of humidity will just drop them.
I was just about to say, I think we've had this discussion before about rearing baby jumping spider slings. I think the biggest problem is that people over mist. They spray too much, because even just a small spray, a light spray, is enough to just wipe out the whole colony, basically.
Yeah.
So you've got to be really, really careful. So yeah. What about you, Ian? Are you purely a tarantula guy, or are you venturing into true spiders with With all the rain.
I don't have any true spiders. No, I've got those couple of manteds I got off of yourself.
Yeah.
So I've got the orchid and the giant Asian green one.
Yeah.
But no, I've got a few reptiles. But yeah, I've never kept any true spiders.
Got no interest in true spiders, or you just?
They're fantastic.
It's not that I've not got any interest in them. I just haven't got round to getting any yet. You know?
Yeah. Got enough on.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but no, it's something that I definitely want to do eventually. In regards to what, I'm not too sure. You know.
What about a Dinopus?
Yes, that's one that I would love to have.
I thought you might.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one.
I've got 4 here, dude. We've got four left. 4 left, everybody. 4 left.
Okay.
Thought he's going to pop the teeth in and go, but not for you.
Going.
Get your messages in before they get flooded out, guys. The last 4. You better get the messages in quick, guys.
4 Dinopus left, and they will all go at Coventry. I'm just telling you now. They will all go at Coventry.
I'm loving mine. Saw mine with its little net setup the other day.
How exciting was that?
It was so cool. Missed the prey, but you know, she had to go. I'm just.
I saw you picture this morning.
I think they'd be more accurate, but they're really clumsy.
Yeah, they're not great, are they? They're not great.
They've got such big eyes.
Yeah.
Especially netcasters.
I was like, go on. Oh, you ruined that, didn't you?
Yeah, you know what I mean. You know.
Say I've wasted like 40 minutes trying to record a sling trying to catch a fruit fly.
When they miss and then they make a mess of their web and they have to tidy their web up.
And then they eat it and then they make another one which takes ages and then they miss again and it's just so frustrating. Like, come on, just grab the fruit fly. It's a fruit fly.
Oh man, mine was sat with its net this morning, just as yours was the other day, Francis. I saw your picture on Instagram, and I looked at mine, saw it was sat there with its net. So, put my camera at the side and thought I'll just leave it running. You know, it was before I went to work. Put some food in there, left it about 25 minutes, absolutely nothing. So I thought, all right, you know, I needed my phone for something, took it out the way. Looked about 5 minutes later, and she'd had the cricket in the net,
typical,
and I was like,
It's difficult.
So I ended up with some before and after photographs, but I missed the actual catch. Like, I was gutted.
Yeah,
it's like the no.
I've not read any fruit spiders.
I
really like the Cecilii, and I was going to have a go at them, but I've completely bottled it, and now they're going to Jeremy instead.
I know, what's this?
Yeah, I haven't kept.
Don't worry, I'll give you so many slings. Like, they can produce hundreds at a time.
They're so fast that I'm just like, I'm not ready for all them babies. So like, no, Jeremy,
they have like
I'm not ready for these.
Fence or where the breeze comes from. So as soon as you open the enclosure, that little draft comes in and it knows where it came from.
That's the
Don't get me wrong, I love them and they're beautiful, but yeah, they're going to Jeremy. I'll stick to breeding the tarantulas.
Like these slings, oh god, I am just.
Oh, good luck with those.
Look how big that sack is. That is literally a golf ball. Like, it's gigantic.
What is that one?
It's Dolmedes ocaphinicensis. I don't know how to pronounce it. Ocaphinicensis.
That's the fishing spider, yeah.
Fishing spider,
yeah. This is the setup I've got for her.
Yeah. Nice.
Little simple setup. But the plan is I'm going to move her hopefully tomorrow into a cube, and then swap my other female, put her in here, see if she will drop a sack as well. But yeah, that's going to be fun to deal with when it hatches.
Have you paired these, Jeremy, or are they just?
This is wild caught female. Yeah, this is from Lee. I said, give me 2 big ones. He did disappoint. Like, this guy's gigantic.
Didn't Gar pair them and have to put them inside one of them, as you call it, your fishnet cubes, Jeremy?
I think he did, yeah. And there was so many slings. He had to sell them.
Yeah, they were getting out of the enclosure everywhere.
5 at a time.
Yeah.
But yeah, the main thing with these is just hopefully getting, because I've got 2 females, so hopefully 2 different bloodlines. So raise the slings, get pairs, sell excess. This is what I'm doing with most of the wild caught spiders I'm doing at the moment. just in hopes, you know, to establish pairs here in the UK, just so we don't have to rely on wild caught
That'd be
anymore.
cool, man. Yeah. If they're anything like Triton, the babies are going to be absolutely minuscule.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be amazing. Same with the wolf spider slings. I've got Hognolenta white. They're up on my shelf, but they're going to be tiny. And oh god, I'm just going to pre-kill roaches and just leave them in there, let them scavenge it.
Yeah. I tried that. I did that. Yeah. Unfortunately, my Triton hatched during the height of the and they all perished. They just.
Oh, that's a shame, dude.
I don't know what I was doing wrong. I was chucking in D-mails and also some freshly killed roach and various other things. You know, just like I was sticking it to the web, where they were, sort of thing. But I think they were just ignoring it all. So
I think what I'm going to try do is with these smaller slings. There's I've seen on a couple of sites people are starting to get those larger springtails in, not the typical white ones, but they're a little bit bigger. Yeah. I'm going to see if I can cultivate them and use them as feeders for the smaller slings. See if they take them down, because they're a good size. They're still small, they're springtail, but
you wanted to blow it out, you said.
But yeah, let me just pop the camera back. But yeah, so hopefully I'm going to grab a couple cultures, maybe at the end of the month after Bedford, and hopefully establish them, see if that works, and you know,
that's how I raise
my breeding knowledge on, and hopefully get more captive bred populations of certain species here. Nice. If everything works out.
I started the Hogna radiata on springtails. I just kept flooding the enclosure with them.
Chucking them in,
Just kept chucking them in, yeah. I'll probably give them a go then. Those larger springtails, see if they'll be interested in them. But
even if you can get a load of those red ones as well. Because they're all bodied out.
The red ones.
The red ones.
The red springtails are quite. I mean, the problem is they're obviously a bit more expensive than your regular springtails, but there's quite a few people
established though.
There's quite a few people who have got them established now, I think. So it shouldn't be too difficult to get yourself a colony. So
I've got a culture myself. They've started taking off now, but it's taken them a while. I've had them a good few months now for them to start breeding. But the babies, you can't tell that they're red springtails until they get to a decent size because they're just clear.
Yeah.
I was like, oh god, Dave! I thought they all died. Then I looked closer. I was like, oh, some of them got a bit of orange, so they are breeding.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. What you got there, Claire?
I got the Toblerone that have been growing up.
Oh yeah. Have you just got the green form?
No, look at this one.
Ah, that's what I want to see.
Where are they?
Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah, those are great.
Yeah, I've had some of these. I had some of these about seven years ago, I think, and mine was a really, really deep dark orangey sort of rusty brown colour almost.
When you forgot a few away, but
they're so pretty. Are these parthenogenic or do these need the male? So they are okay.
I had 6. I lost one early on, and I was convinced they were all female, but one of them actually did molt out to be male. So
nice.
My girls that were left were all fertilised before he passed away. So I've got 2 that look like this and 2 that look like this.
Nice.
This one of my females is a muncher though. She's she's been eating them.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's like, I thought it was like a small bite. That's a significant chunk out of that.
And a whole leg. And a whole leg. That side.
Yeah, she's lost a whole
I believe.
Oh,
but I've already collected the eggs are in that pot. I collected, they've just started laying, and I got like 3 days worth of eggs in here.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
So I'm really excited to breed these because I've not actually hatched these ones before. I've only done the normal philiums.
Yeah.
And I've still got the sub-adult. Oh, they're gonna fight.
Uh-oh.
I've still got the sub-adult, what was it? Tatterbar, Letteranti Tatterbar that I was going to send Gav.
Yeah.
I think.
Still do.
I'm sending it, whether he wants it.
We need your address for the Armenia anyway.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
But you've probably got it anyway, Mitch.
Yes.
Yes, because Mitch sends me the stuff he's supposed to send. No, I did. I got my Celedonia cup.
You want to know some stuff?
Don't, because Krisha will be.
He's hiding behind his hat.
Mitch is getting rinsed tonight.
Look at him.
It's like the welcome back stream. It's just the Mitch roast stream tonight. It's just...
Little did you know that this was going to be a roast.
I can handle it. Just don't put me on the spit and twist me around, man. I can handle just being burnt on one side. Don't spin me around, man.
We love you, really, Mitch.
Thanks, man.
Oh, gee, thanks afterwards.
Anyway, so right, let's get that back. So anyway, that's exciting stuff, Claire. I really wish you all the best with that, man. Nice one.
Thank you.
Do you know much about the genetics? Like, you've got those different color morphs. So, like, if they lay eggs, are you only going to get like the orange from the orange, or are you likely to get a mixture of green, yellow, orange, and all the from one? Or
literally, even with the Partho, because they use supposedly it's supposed to be carbon copies of the mum, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what you know.
I had about 30 Partho yellow Philium eggs, and a good 15 of them were green.
Okay.
So even the Partho ones don't go. My male Toblerone was green, and I've got 2 yellow females and 2 green females. But the green females can produce orange and yellow babies. It's just a mixed bag.
Yeah.
So it's just like ghosts, then, isn't it?
Yeah. So that's good.
But
then.
even the greens you can tell that they're not the straight Philiums. They are.
Yeah.
They have
a little bit. Yeah, they've got a little bit. They're a bit
Specs and everything.
Ebs will buy anything that'll wave at her.
I have to.
When Ebs had a jumping spider from Claire, she sent her a bunch of photos, which one she wants. She picked out the first one she saw that was like waving at me.
Yeah.
Well, at least you know how to sell your jumpers now, Claire. Just get waving photos and people will be running all over them.
Do you know what? The weirdest thing with this mail strike has made people want to order stuff. It's like, you say I can't have it in the post, I'm going to buy it. So what is that about? Over the last 10 days, I've sold 30 jumping spiders. And I'm like, how can I get these out to you with the strikes? And they're like, it's okay, I'll wait. And I'm like, yeah, great. And the casters as well. I sold.
You sold out of the casters.
I sold like 18 casters in 2 hours after I put my advert online. 18 postal orders.
Yeah. I'll start. Are you? Is this something, Claire? Is doing the casters the sort of thing that you're going to be doing regularly?
Yes. Well, yes and no. I do it.
If you've got them, you'll do it.
Yeah. When I bought them and I sold out as much as I wanted to sell before keeping back for my own stock, and I'll get them again when I run low on my own stock rather than when everyone else wants them. Yeah.
It's just that I get asked all the time for if I sell like maggots and casters and stuff like that, and to be honest, I could, because I go through a pint of white maggots and a pint of pinkies about every 3 to 4 weeks. Basically, I go through those, and so I've always got them, and I could sell them, but I can't be bothered, to be honest. A few casters here and a few maggots there. I can't be bothered. So my point is, if I was to send them your way, would that be something you'd be up for? Because people are always asking me, and I always say no. So I'd like to be able to say no, but this person sells reliable kind of casters that are going to hatch, because obviously it's a bit of a minefield when people buy casters.
Yeah, that's the thing. My casters, I don't put them in the fridge, so I buy them as maggots fresh. I keep them fresh, and I send them fresh. I don't ever put them in the fridge, because that's the thing with a lot of these casters that you're buying. They've been kept in the fridge for forever, and they're either not going to hatch or.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I always tell people to buy maggots, keep the maggots in the fridge, and then just take out so many every few days, so they've always got a fresh supply of flies coming through. Yeah. But obviously most people aren't like us. They ain't got like thousands of inverts to feed with, so they only want to buy a few, like maybe like 20 to 30 at a time or whatever. And so they end up buying casters from eBay or wherever, and about 90% of them just don't hatch, because they've probably been sat in the fridge for the last God knows how many months, So
see, I'm really, really, really underpricing my casters, because I'm selling 3 pots of 400 and first class price for £5. So I'm really not making a huge amount on it.
You know what? You should just break it right down and sell fewer for for a better price, really, because a lot of people only want, like, most people who ask me, they might only have like a few mantis or whatever, so they only want to buy between 20 and 30 max at a time. You could get a couple of quid for like 30 easy.
Yeah, now I'm putting them.
Can I just ask, how do you go about? Do you literally sit there and count 400 out, or do you just take a guess? Because
no, I've filled up the pot with casters, and I've weighed it on the scales.
Right. Because I was going to say, for a £5, that does seem cheap.
A lot of work.
They're counting a lot of them out, like.
Yeah, no counting. I know. Oh, when I was doing my friend's order, before my casters had completely turned from maggots, and she was so desperate for them, I had to stand there and pick what had turned out of them for like an hour in the sun.
She gets to like 200 and something and then loses count and has to start again.
Yes, when Axel comes on and starts like.
So at some point, did you have to count 400 out to get the weight right?
First one.
No, I counted 10 out and weighed them, and then I worked it out.
Oh, so you cheated, basically.
Yeah.
I only got 399 in my order.
Yeah.
For a refund.
Yeah, I'm missing one.
Ian, I guarantee, mate, if you were to sell anything of that number, I guarantee you'll get somebody message you saying, they weren't 400 in my last order.
Yeah.
Honestly, seriously, man.
No, people will sit there and be like, see if I got my money's worth.
I have had message complaining that there was a maggots in with their casters that hadn't turned.
Really?
Dun, dun, dun. I was like, feed it to your spider. They like them.
Yeah, a lot of people don't want that.
As well.
This is why casters are so popular, because a lot of people just, the idea of having maggots in their fridge is just completely.
I don't have them. I keep them all in the outer shed thing.
Tell them what happened to your maggot.
I know, right? I bought like 3 pints of pinkies and 3 pints of white maggots, and I was like, right, instead of putting them all in all these little individual tubs that I was doing, I'll go and buy some big bins and put some holes in the lid. And I'll put them all in these big bins and put them in the shed. And I was like, they've got loads of them. We went in the morning, not one maggot was in the tubs.
I love it.
No evidence of them. There's none on the floor. There's none under anything. There's none anywhere. Not one of these thousands upon thousand maggots were anywhere.
Oh my God. See, that's just, I just can't do it, man. I just can't work with maggots and flies and stuff.
I thought Jay was winding me up. Seriously.
Yeah, I put mesh, double-sided mesh on over my pots. So once I put the vents in, then I just put them in.
Well, these were maybe a foot deep, and they had less than a centimetre thick layer of maggots in the bottom of them.
Right.
and the holes were pin size, but you could see the tracks. And where the handle clips at the sides, they just
squeeze their way through.
Every single one though. It's not even like the last few that gave the others like a boost. They weren't in there. No one was left.
Hissing cockroach babies are the bane of my life.
They're literally the reason I don't want to breed them anymore. It's just I had them once, and I had like a group of them just chilling under my bed. Like I'm like just there was probably about 20 to 30 of them just huddled in a corner. I was like, no, I can't do this anymore. I'm gonna get kicked out of the house.
My hissing cockroach colony has exploded. I know this because they're all over my spider room.
Your false widows must be having a great time though.
Oh yeah, the amount of native tree spiders I potted up today and moved back out of my room because all the food source is inside.
What was that?
The last time Mitch admitted to losing some cockroaches, he got told off.
Yeah.
I had.
I've been collecting them as well.
You know what?
That was very close to my house. Oh my god!
You know
was
what?
That thunder then, was it?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter anymore because they just keep turning up around the house.
They're just dobbing you in themselves.
Honestly, they really do. Every now and about, usually about one, probably nearly every other day now, there's a cockroach. So it's like Becky's like, there's cockroach. There's cockroach in the house, kitchen. Can we get the cockroach?
Are we getting on with the lobster roaches, Jeremy?
They're doing good. I found the one thing that's helped me a lot is when I started keeping ants, I ordered the PTFE, the stuff that makes the ants can't climb. A miracle. It's so good. Like the lobster roaches book it when I'm cleaning them, and they just like, oh god, what is this invisible barrier? I can't climb. It's fantastic. Like I cleaned them the other day. I thought it was going to be a nightmare. Easy. Just got a big tub, put some PTFE around the side, shook them all in, and then they're all just huddled on the top, like between the barrier and where they can actually climb. They're just all just there, and it's been saving my life. And the lobster roaches have been breeding like crazy, so it's been great for the slings and for my ants and stuff. I've got a couple trapjaws now, trapjaw ants that are loving the lobster roaches, so they're great.
Just going to say bye to Charlotte. Charlotte's going. See you, Charlotte.
Charlotte. See you later.
Bye.
I'm also going to bed.
So, Jeremy, do you not think the lobster roaches, do you not think they stink?
They do stink. They do. But I found that with the diet I've been feeding them with like fresh veg and everything, it's been helping the smell go down a bit.
Yeah.
But it's not great. It's not great. And then cleaning them once every couple of weeks helps with the smell as well. It's just not letting the poo build up.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, they've been doing good. Touch wood, I haven't had an escapee. I haven't had many escapees. And I say many because I had some. But luckily I've seen them crawling across the floor. So squish into the ant colony.
It's usually the ones that you fed to some that have escaped.
Yeah, it's true. Like I fed what did I feed? I was feeding some of the vinegaroons, and one of them crawled out, and I was like, "Why is this not one eating?" All of them were eating, except one. I was like, "Oh, one of them's not got food." I swear to God, I fed it. I just see it crawling across the floor. I'm like, "Get it, little."
There is no escape.
There's no escape from me.
Well, I had a nice escape this morning. A nice escapee this morning. I had a adult female. Hypothetically, yeah. These things don't happen to us. It's like that. I've got loads of them. These things never happen. So this is all hypothetical. So hypothetically, last night I had an adult female Panther species Costa dropped off to me. Huge, massive, ass like this. Took her down. Hypothetically, took her down to the invert room. In the tub she came in, and was like, right, she can get rehoused in the morning. Left, locked up. Started just pottering about doing bits. And then I turned around and like the lid off the tub was off, and I was like, hang on a second, isn't there supposed to be a big ass female tarantula in there? She was on my table originally, And I was like, great. So when my room is an absolute state is the moment I have a tarantula on the loose. So I then proceeded to spend ages looking everywhere. I was like, she won't be underneath the bottom shelves because the gap from the floor on the bottom of the shelf is 2 centimeters. And I was like, her ass is like this. There's not a chance. Pulled everything out, looked behind all the enclosures. It's like, well, I'm just gonna have to look under the shelves. Just I looked everywhere else. Lifted up the shelf. What do you know? Underneath the bottom of the shelf. How she got there, no idea. Because, like I say, the gap is like this, and her ass is huge. But sure enough, she was there. I was like, right, we're locking you in your enclosure. We're literally putting you inside another enclosure. It's like the centipede of tarantulas will always find a way out. But yeah, I was like, that was a nice escapee to start the day. How do you lose a massive adult female Costa? Yeah, fun escape. Hypothetically, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, but
we've hypothetically never lost anything in this shed, have we, Gil?
No.
Never lose.
But I seem to find selling up slings.
Oh yeah. So that Selenops that escaped quite a while ago. Gav, you spotted a sling, didn't you, the other day?
Yeah.
So there is a sack somewhere that has hatched. So
wonderful.
Oh no!
I mean, it could be anywhere, man.
And the bleeding tiny as well.
So
my greatest hide and seek champion that I've ever had was a Typhochelena Celadonia sling, and it is still winning hide and seek to this day.
It's still missing. You don't know where it is, or
well, it's somewhere in my old house. So yeah, Typhochelena Celadonia, and this was when they were still like £300.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
possibly
the bookcases I kept my collection on at the time this happened. I sold to them when we were moving house. So if that thing was still alive and hiding somewhere in the bookcase, the little old dear that bought one of them bookcases would have had a lovely surprise, and she wouldn't have known what it was.
Oh, dude, just imagine though, if it just came running out and she just pushed it, just not got a clue, man. Just thinking it was just like a regular house spider or something.
Imagine she messaged
Albert, look at this.
She messages me. I bought this bookcase from you and this ran out of here. I'm like, no!
Hey, at least you got your money's worth for the bookcase, so sell that on Facebook.
Oh,
yeah, the spider's worth more than the bookcase.
Then the actual double the bookcase.
I was like, if you'd have just kept the spider alive and sold that, you'd have made far more than you would for the bookcase.
The actual bookcase.
Oh, God. Yeah. So Dawn, what's going on then nowadays, man? What are you up to?
Yeah.
Come on, Dawn.
Not a lot. I'm just. Oh, are we on mute? No, we're not. Mainly just doing like mute stuff, new designs. I've ordered loads and loads of merch in that I can print on now.
Yeah.
I am reopening it's a stationery sticker shop too, which I will be reopening in the next few weeks, as well as doing the custom orders for stickers. But I've got like new stuff like the mugs, tumblers, t-shirts. What else have I got?
Coasters,
glass plaques,
can cozies.
Yeah, can cozies, bags, cleaning cloths.
Cleaning cloths?
Yeah,
I've got some. I'll show you.
Like microfiber cloths, I can print directly onto them.
I spotted the Aruna Exotics shirt that Claire's wearing. Is that one of yours? Have you?
She done that one.
Oh no, I did the t-shirts.
But I do like that.
Oh, I love that.
Ooh, look at that.
This is it's printed on, so it's still microfiber,
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I have put these through the ringer. I've got 4 of them. She tested them out with my logo. And I use them for everything around the house. But the idea was for cleaning the spider
Yeah, those are
Yeah,
great.
yeah. So how much what we're talking for something like that then, for that, just for the cloth sort of thing, just
It depends how many you want, because usually I will buy them in bulk, so I can get like 20 to 30 at a time, but they're not a massive amount. Most expensive thing is printing it. Is the ink.
So you're doing the printing, right? You're doing the printing yourself, yeah. So okay, cool. So I mean, like any good economist, it's all about buying in bulk, right? So
yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
but
cool.
I think the ones I done for you probably cost me between £1. Yeah, it was no more than £1 per one, so they're not that expensive.
That's cheap.
Yeah.
But I will be doing the smaller, like the glasses cleaning cloths that you can get, because they're better for buffing.
Yeah.
Anyway, I will be doing those, and they will probably work out at about 50p each, if that.
Cool.
So
cool. I really need something more cool to clean my glasses with. So that's all I'm thinking of.
She says to me, "Oh, I've got ice pop holders. Yeah, I want 4. Axel needs 4 of them. I've got Kitty's cutlery. Yep, I'll have 4 sets of them.
Still waiting.
Yeah, I'm still waiting. I'm always at the bottom of their list. She's worse than you, Mitch.
I know, it's terrible, isn't it? It's terrible, isn't it? It's terrible.
Did Ebbs message you about what we need, Dawn?
Did, and then I told her how many stickers I could get on a sheet, and then I didn't get a message back.
Right, she's fired.
But to be fair, the last couple, I'm not going to put a massive down on it. The last few months, I've had a lot going on, so I've taken a massive step back.
Yeah.
However, the kids are back at school. They are there now and all sorted. So I'm getting back on the ball with everything. So yeah, just flip me across what you need, and I'll get it done.
Sweet. Right. I'll take her out and beat her tomorrow. She's having a pay cut. I don't pay her, but she's having a pay cut.
She's been teaching me how to do it too.
Oh yeah. I taught her how to make stickers.
Well, that's why we're also excited to see your little face, Dawn, because we know you've had some stuff going on over the last few months and stuff. So to actually
look at Claire's stickers.
It's great. So yeah.
Ooh,
look at that.
Claire made those.
Ooh, look at that, shiny.
Everything I'm making, I'm doing holographic. Who's wooing?
Oh, sorry, that's me. I thought I was meant to.
Whoever's wooing can come to the show with us. I like that.
Do you want me to do? I'll tell you what. Do you want me to do some sound bites for you? I'll send them over to you.
Ooh, yeah.
Just have them on repeat.
Whenever I show anything to Jay, I go, oh, and he's like, it's making a weird noise.
I love it. I do that, man. If ever I'm like showing anybody anything, I always have to do some kind of like, background noise.
Dramatic, yeah. I just get in response.
That's what I get as well.
Yeah, man, definitely. Well, anyway, Dawn, I know you've got a lot on, but
if you need stuff for the shows,
myself, Gav, and me and Gav combined, we've got a few ideas we want to put to you and stuff. So we'll get to you. But there's no big rush for now. But I definitely want to try and get something sorted before the big fundraiser in December.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
I've got a few little ideas that I want to put a few things together. For my little secret Santas and stuff like that. I want to start putting a few things together. So I want to get our heads together and maybe come up with a few bits and pieces. Some bespoke things as well. Some just some stuff. So that'd be cool.
Yeah, I do.
We've seen what Vanessa said, Gav.
Gav needs
I also need a hat as well.
I've got headscarves that I can do.
I need a new hat. Definitely need a new hat. Ian needs a new hat by the looks of it. So you do.
I don't have any hats.
So
yeah, definitely.
Ian, I don't know whether you do stickers and stuff, man, but if you ever do and stuff like that, Dawn at Spooky Dukes, definitely the girl to see, my friend.
Definitely, yeah. I bought some stickers about 3 years ago, and I've never bought any more since. So, yeah, it's probably about time.
You're a YouTuber, man. You can't be a YouTuber without stickers, right? Isn't that right, Francis?
Yep.
Is that a rumour? I've never had stickers. I've never bothered.
Andy, stickers. You can't be a YouTuber without stickers, man. I thought everyone knew that.
But I didn't realise that was
stickers every time she changes her hair.
Is that the key? It's the stickers, is it?
Thing.
Yeah, I just made this stuff up, dude. So
when I started out with the spiders, I could not work out what this sticker thing was about. Everyone's like, "You got to swap your sticker with me, man. I need a sticker with my order, man."
Sticker with me order, man.
About the shows as well. They're always going around with sticker books, filling them up with stickers.
Honestly,
the first time I bought stickers was 2 C's this year, and I just had them in my pocket for like the whole show. But because it was so busy, I was working with Tony. Do you guys know Chaz?
Yeah. Kind of.
Insects with Chaz.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came up to me and he was like, he put his hand out, and I was like, what's he on about? I was like, oh crap, stickers. And it was like already 2:00, and I've had people come up to me and like talk to me. I've just been forgetting to give out my stickers.
I just stuck all mine on like our table, and like kids would just pick them up, and just that was pretty much it.
Yeah, we'll bring a bunch and have them on the table as well.
We just took them on the table, and then people just take them if they want them. And Ebbs is great for those sticker collectors because she has new stickers done every time she changes her hair colour, and so there's always a new one to get.
Like, how much of an OG fan are you? Like, just has an old pan of stickers with different hair
I've got the one with the red and black hair. I've got the one with the black hair. I've got this one's limited.
I've got shiny wolf. I've got the colourless wolf.
Yeah,
the shiny edition.
My Sparse, was it my Sparse Spiders order? I think it was a Sparse Spiders order. I opened it and there was 5 stickers in it, and it had, Bethany's spiders, Dave's little beasties. It had everyone else's stickers in it. They're all swapping them and sending them out in their orders. Yeah. So I'm like, it's like Pokemon or something.
So many of them.
I had exactly the same. I did.
Yeah.
We need to make a
sticker book. Oh, they all need to grow up, and I'm like, right, I need a sticker making machine. I'm gonna make my stickers. We need to make
well, we'll do that, Claire. We'll start sending all our stickers out if you want. Our little gang of stickers, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Get our stickers going. What do you reckon?
I'm gonna have a wall of stickers.
Funnily enough,
somewhere very tidy because my OCD cannot cope.
I've got one of yours from the festival here, Mitch.
There you go, dude. There you go. There's my sticker I made for the kids at
Caught the bug.
I caught the bug at Unseen Universe. Yeah, and there was another one as well. I had 2 made for the Bugfest show. I think the other one was I met Unseen Universe at Bugfest. The kids love it, man. They love a sticker,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, the kids love it.
So yeah, excellent. So well, it's what time is it? It's 11:00. It's I'll
really
keep it for a little bit longer, I think. But
it's practically morning.
I have enough stamps to be able to send everybody stickers out.
Ooh. Oh, Stephanie. That's Mrs. Yeah.
I still haven't posted out stickers, and I don't know how to post out letters, so that's gonna be fun when I eventually send out some stickers.
I started sticking the ones that I've got up on the wall at the back behind me, just up there. So.
I've tried it.
Yeah, I've got loads of other people's stickers. I've just never done them myself.
Yeah. Has it never even occurred to you, Andy, to go, everyone's got stickers except you?
Well, yeah, on plenty of occasions.
Cool one. Like, I don't need stickers.
Loads of people have said get stickers, but the thing is, I don't get to as many shows as everyone else. So that's when you're at the show and you can hand them and dish them out to people. That's great.
True.
But when people want me to send them stickers, right? I can't. I'm just a tight ass, right? I'm a northerner by heart, and I'm a tight ass, and I can't afford to be sending 35, 40 envelopes at a time because that's like 35, 40 quid to me, innit? That's spiders, that's feed, that's why I've never done it, if I'm honest. And Because I'm a tight fucker.
You do send the odd spiders out now and again, don't you, to like other YouTubers and other breeders and stuff or whatever?
Yeah, but if I'm honest, it's mainly just when a male matures, or once I identify a male, and if it's not something that I'm planning on keeping, I send it out. Probably once a month I might send a parcel out, or maybe twice. But again, it's going to take a long time to get through a load of stickers. But if I went to more shows, it'd be easier because I could dish them out at the shows. But I generally can only get to maybe one or two over the course of the year anyway. So just one. But mainly because I'm a tight ass.
You are a tight ass. Yeah, you're right.
I'm a skinflint.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
I used to give my stickers out at the shows, but then I thought to myself, well, I should probably actually start giving out business cards, shouldn't I?
I know,
yeah. I did business cards, but I did it the wrong way, and then they're kind of just like all cropped out wrong. Like half my quote is cropped out, and like the top has been cropped out. I spent a pretty decent amount of money on these, but they look pretty good. So I'm just gonna bring them to the show and just hope no one noticed a really bad crop.
Jeremy, when you I mean, what happened there? Because when like you put in your images into the software, they have like
I kind of just did the thing when I was at work. I'm on break. I put some things together, and I just stuck it in. I was like, oh yeah, this looks pretty good. And I looked at the preview. I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty good. I didn't look into it properly. I just clicked order.
So they come up like out of the safety line.
Yeah.
No, but it went in. But I think it's because I went with the curved corners. And then I forgot to put the matting on the other side. So one side's glossed over and the other side's just not. So I just did this completely wrong.
There must have been a short break, I tell you, to be getting to rush it like that.
I've got like 200 of these.
God's
sake. Limited edition.
Yeah.
I got them for like a discounted price because they were doing like a sale. But
anyone ordering from Jeremy's going to get 10 business cards.
Do you reckon he uses that to make his fake soil?
Yeah, I'm gonna grind these up and make fake soil. Just dye them brown. Just soak them in brown dye and just grind them.
I love the fact that people, someone with like the brain the size of Jeremy's can do something so fundamentally stupid, man. It's ridiculous.
Ouch! I wasn't really thinking. I had 15 minutes on break, and I was just like, "Oh, let's just order these now and see how they turn out." Went horribly wrong. I'm just gonna have them propped up at the show. I'm gonna see how many people come back to me. It's like, "Did you notice your card was cropped out?" Like, yes. Why do you think I'm giving them out the show?
They're gonna buy from you. They're gonna buy from you. They're gonna walk away, and 10 minutes later, they're gonna come back. I want a refund. Your business card's
the business card's dodgy, mate. I was like, oh, but at least the stickers look all right.
Are you going to Brighton, Jeremy?
Oh my!
I think so, but I don't think I'm vending. I'm just gonna go casually because it's quite far for me. It's about a 2-hour train journey. So, and then Bedford, I'm getting a friend to take me there. So that's the only reason why I got the table.
But yeah. So
Jay's ecstatic to be taking me to Brighton.
I'm going on my own.
Brighton's good show though. I'm excited to go again.
Yeah, I love Brighton.
I think Brighton's possibly the second, maybe the second biggest invert show. I think historically, anyway. So if I remember rightly, so it should be really good.
And every year I seem to not end up going.
You got to. It's great.
I asked a friend if they took heating for the spiders when they go to the Brighton show because it being in November, and she said that you don't need to worry because it's such a warm place.
Yeah, it's not cold in there.
It's very hot in there.
When it starts filling up as well.
It is after a while, but to be honest, potentially when you first set up, it's going to be quite chilly in there, man. Trust me.
That's what I was worried
they do have
about.
on the booking form. You pay for like the plugs, so you can bring like your own plug-in.
I've done that.
Yeah. Just take a couple of those long heat mats. You'll be sorted.
Okay.
I mean, it depends what you're taking. What are you taking? Are you just taking like jumpers and stuff and some leafers?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I don't know what the leafies are going to be like under. Well, they're probably quite tolerant, aren't they, of like quite relatively cold conditions, I imagine. So.
No.
Okay.
No, not at all.
I guess I was thinking of like the older ones. So are you taking all like young nymphs sort of thing?
I don't. I was thinking about taking a couple of adults just to have some there in case anybody wants to handle them and see some grown on adults, and I'll see how well the nymphs are doing by the time it comes around to it.
It won't be freezing, but it could potentially be like between 14 and 18 degrees, you know, like in the early stages.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's impossible to know because you just don't know what the weather's going to be like. But
I've got a couple of those hanging heat lamps, and I've booked a table with plug, so I was thinking of just taking a hanging heat lamp.
I think I would
stick them over there till the show starts.
I would definitely take something just in case. I'll be taking a whole bunch of heat lamps my mantis. So
yeah.
Better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Ian, sorry mate, we've all been sat here looking at you holding your
snake.
I know, sorry. I don't know why I was holding back for the first time ever. So yeah, Ian looks like a nice looking corn snake, right? Yeah.
No, this is a tricolour hognose.
Is it hognose?
No way.
No.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Let's have a quick look.
They're crazy looking.
Hi.
Oh man, that's gorgeous.
That's insane. I have never seen one. I had just a normal wild hognose, but I've never seen a tricolour.
When I went to Donny, they had I think it was either an adult pair or like an adult female there. She was gorgeous.
Yeah, but this one's a female. I'm on the lookout for a male. I've got a friend that has a male, but she's not quite ready yet. She's probably got another year to go.
They get pretty thick, like girth wise.
Yeah, they can do. Yeah. She's probably
a nice girth
at the length now, but she's just got to fill out a bit. This is a future breeding project. So,
how long have you had her?
About a year now.
Okay.
Yeah. So, so I don't think I'll breed her next year. It'll probably be the year after. It should be.
Still, that'll be a fun project for sure.
Yeah, so is she in shed?
Sorry.
Is she in shed?
No, she's not at the moment. No.
So
but when they do get bigger, they do start to dull out a bit, and sometimes they can lose one of the colours. They'll either they generally lose the red, so they stay sort of like black and white. But she's kept it so far, which is quite nice. But a lot of the more captive bred do tend to keep the reds a lot more than the wild courts.
Is she the only snake that you keep, or do you have other snakes too?
No, I've got a Western hognose as well, and I've got a Brazilian rainbow boa.
Oh,
I love
Brazilian. I used to have a Brazilian rainbow boa. Yeah. I've only got my female Mexican black king snake now.
Yeah, I'd love one of those, but my snake that I want to get next is the mangrove.
Oh,
I absolutely love mangroves.
They're so nice. I used to know somebody who had mangroves. They're so nice.
Yeah, they're beautiful. Yeah. We had some in the shop before, but they were wild caught, so I'd rather have a captive bred one.
Yeah, of course.
I had a 6-foot Brazilian rainbow boa.
Oh, they're stunning, aren't
they? Yeah.
I had him from a tiny little hatchling up until he was 6 foot. He was huge.
Yeah. I mean, she's. If I can get her out yet. Just woke her up. Sorry, darling. So this is her.
Oh, she's still only a baby.
Yeah, she's still only little. Yeah. But she's.
Is she nippy?
No, she's never bit me yet.
Never say that word.
They've got a bad reputation though, haven't they, for being nippy?
When they're small, yeah. I mean, she's a bit defensive. She's gone for me, but she hasn't actually hit me yet. So
I accidentally punched mine in the mouth, and I've got I know that sounds awful.
Got a scrap with a snake. Like,
no, I was in the Viv, sorting the Viv out, and out the corner of my eye, I thought I saw him striking at me, but it was a fly flying in the Viv.
So you just
as I tried to get away from him, I actually
mouth.
just socked him straight enough. And his fang cut my knuckle, and I've got really deep scar from it. But he never ever bit me. That doesn't count. It really doesn't.
You imagine if somebody says, "Has your snake ever bit you?" No, but I broke its jaw.
Yeah, but I proper sparked it. Like
he did bite my daughter though.
Oh, that's what happened, really, isn't it? You knocked him out because of that.
Biting the dog, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna shock me with a bite your door.
Andy, have you ever had snakes? Something you've ever had, mate?
My ex-wife kept snakes. She had a couple of corn snakes.
Awkwardly. Oh, okay.
But I don't keep them because I haven't got the room for reptiles. If I'm honest, we've got a leopard gecko, but that's our limit. That's like the family pet.
Wow.
But yeah, I don't keep reptiles really because I just haven't got the space. Plus, it's all the extra bits, the lighting, the heat and thermostats, all that extra stuff in it. Spiders are great. You put them in a tub and put them on the side.
That's it. Yeah.
I've done spiders. I've done spiders for a long time. Reptiles was something that we sort of got into. At one point we had geckos, bearded dragons, a couple of snakes and everything. But since sort of I got back into the hobby, I've just limited it to spiders because they're easier for me.
Yeah. I imagine though, Ian, you can keep those some of those like that hognose you've got and the one you've got there. You keep them in relatively small bibs though, really. I suppose
they're in 2 foots at the moment. She'll eventually go in a 4 foot.
Yeah.
The tricolour, she's going to go into a 3 foot, and the Western I've got, he's a male, so he won't get as big as the female. So he'd probably be okay in a 2 foot.
Yeah.
Depending on how I arrange this room, I might get a 3 foot for him when he's like fully grown, but he's still got a little bit of growing yet as well. So, but yeah, she's the one that will need the space. So I'm tempted. It depends on if I can get one custom built on the back wall just behind the camera here. It's possibly like a 5 foot or something.
They're quite slow growing, aren't they? The Brazilians.
They are, yeah. So I've got the 2 foot here for her. This would be perfect for probably another year and a half. So I've got plenty of time to kind of work out what I need to do.
Like buy another shed.
Yeah, I don't think the missus will let me really, but yeah.
No, cool one. Very cool.
What space I've got in here is what I can keep. So
yeah. Fair enough.
But yeah, no, I've got a couple of crested geckos as well. I've bred them the first time this year, so I've got some eggs at the moment.
Ooh, nice one.
Yeah.
I saw them in my local pet shop, and they were up against the glass, and they've got giant testicles, haven't they?
Yes, the males have got massive balls. Yeah.
Just smushed against the glass.
I've got a male gargoyle gecko, and they're the same.
Yeah.
Massive balls.
That's what I wanted to get, one of the gargoyle ones.
No one needs to see that.
But they'll still willingly show you all that anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so do the kids.
Climbing up the glass, like, yeah, see this?
Yeah, they do. That's exactly what they're like.
Yeah.
What it is, they think somebody's going to come in and see it and go, "We're having that one because it's got the biggest balls."
Yeah, they've got the whole Viv and they're just there in the middle of the front of the glass.
So that's pretty cool, Danielle. That's nice. That's cool. Bird poop frogs. Been laying more eggs recently. Got a few tiny tadpoles again. Nice. Cool.
Nice. Yeah.
I used to have some white tree frogs. They're pretty cool. But
Yeah.
the mossy frog that Dave's got. Did you guys see the mossy frogs that Dave's
Mossy
little
frogs,
beast?
yeah.
Oh, they're really cool.
Oh yeah, they were very.
Yeah.
They were
They're
amazing.
wicked. Yeah, we got some in my reptile shop at the moment, and I was like tempted, but
I've always liked the Amazon milk frogs as well. I think they look really cool.
They're great.
Are the mossy frogs the ones that you see on the telly that get frozen over winter? and then unfreeze in the summer. Like they survive it. Have you seen that?
I've seen
Yeah,
that.
I've seen it, but I'm not
I
too
know
sure
that
which ones they
one,
are,
but I don't think it's the mossy frogs.
Oh, they
I
look
think
like
isn't that not
moss.
a toad?
Might be. They look like
It's a
moss
toad,
though, the
right?
ones that I'm talking about. It's
Yeah.
very
Yeah, they're like
thing,
a-
I think.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely a toad thing. The freeze with the antifreeze the antifreeze kind of
Yeah.
like fluid that they have.
Natural
in their body.
antifreeze in their blood.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, definitely a thing. God, so amazing, man. So amazing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Everyone thinks it's really funny when they open my fridge all winter and my tortoise is just sat there.
In your fridge.
In the fridge. When I used to have 6 tortoises because I used to work for the Chelonian Society and they had their own fridge, but now that I just have my one tortoise, I just stick her in the normal fridge.
Somebody's just going to join this stream and they're going to be like, no,
Everybody in animal you go.
What have I just walked into?
We've
The
got
catch and
a
cook
baby-
tortoise. Like what?
We've got a baby leopard tortoise. Actually
Oh.
belongs to our eldest because she absolutely loves it. But every time she sees it, she's like, turtle. Not recently, obviously. She absolutely.
Oh, Axel zoomed our tortoise across the floor like a car.
Yeah, she did that.
Oh,
You need to put like it on a skateboard.
God.
Just put it on a skateboard. Just
He was like watching curling.
I've given him an ornamental one that looks very similar, but every time I go to the enclosure, I'm like, no, because it's upside down, and I'm like, it looks exactly like the tortoise.
Yeah.
Night, Jackie. Night, Jackie. Jackie's off.
Night, Jackie.
Good night, Jackie.
night, Jackie.
There you go. There's some knowledge for you guys.
Ooh, I don't know. Yeah, frogs are something. If I had more space, I'd probably have more. Like, I'd get into them.
Yeah, I would definitely.
Frog,
love
I
to
like
get
frogs.
frogs.
I've got-
I think, but I definitely want some Pac-Man frogs because I've never.
And there
had
was a big
them.
craze for Pac-Man frogs,
Yeah,
wasn't there?
they don't come along very often. They're like a lot of things. They come, everybody gets them, and then they just disappear for years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I had an ornamental one. It was awesome. Every time I fed it Pinky, it goes. Blah, 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 blah. It did. It did. That's exactly what it did. It was awesome.
I want that. I want to see that.
Yeah.
I
They
don't
Just a
all do
stomach
that.
with
They
a
don't all
mouth,
do
though,
that,
aren't
but
they?
mine
Sounded
do.
like
Hilarious.
DMX then.
I know what you mean, Jeremy. They are a little bit like that.
They're so
Which one
funny.
makes
I took
that
care of my
noise?
mate's one when he went to Spain, and like it was great because like my mum was like, "Why the hell is there a frog in the house?" I was like, "It's not mine, I promise."
Yeah.
It just sat in the corner, did not move for
They're
like
just
a
so
week and a
fat
half.
and
It just
lazy,
sat
yeah.
in the corner.
Yeah.
The
I know,
locust in
but
front of it.
Jeremy, the whole fun is just seeing what they'll eat.
They're
Like,
anything,
It's
isn't it?
just
Literally
funny. Like I
anything.
was experimenting. It's like,
Just
oh
see
yeah,
what you
feed
can
him
feed
locusts
it.
and super works. It's like I've got dubias. Let's see if he'll take down a dubia. Ate a whole male dubia. I was like,
and then it's like, and then you're like looking around a room, aren't you? It's just like, right, what can I feed it now?
it's like, what else can I get away with feeding? Like,
Oh, hang on.
I've had a
You know, it's
giant
just
African
like-
bullfrog.
Just like looking
yeah.
around. Go to your local pet shop just to look for something that you can feed to your frog.
Giant African
Gerbil,
bullfrogs. I
guinea
like
pig,
that.
rabbit.
oh, African bullfrogs are cool. My friend's got
I had a
one.
My
baby.
isopods are
but
currently
mine died,
enjoying.
Oh,
What's that?
because they can get bloat.
Cheerios.
Like, quite a bad bloat problem. Giant African bullfrogs, and I had a baby, and it was like a machine for a long time, and then it just started suffering with this bloat, and it eventually died. It's kind of hard to do anything about it when it happens, but they're absolute trash cans. And I always wanted a like a big male African bullfrog because they're
just had
huge.
that thing bellowing at night. Like,
Anything like they're great.
yeah. It's just that
Yeah,
that documentary, the slow motion of the bullfrogs fighting each other, just makes me want one.
Yeah.
It's when he just like
little
jumps.
jaws,
It's just
the
lunging
little
at the other
jaws are
one.
nothing to joke about, though.
Yeah, the
no,
little
no,
teeth
no,
there, like,
absolutely
oh,
not. Absolutely.
they'll crunch you.
Yeah, definitely.
Nah, I'm getting a trash can frog when I move house.
To be
I
honest,
really want to explore my room, though.
yeah. To be honest, there's so many things that I'd really love to get into or expand into. Frogs being one of them, but
Yeah,
it just stuff takes up so much space, you know. And mine, I'm like a bit like if it's not making money, then it's prime real estate in the shed or the house. You know what I mean? It's like
that's true.
I can't just have something just for my own personal pleasure. I just feel like it's like a total waste.
I can't enjoy it. It's got to make me money.
But no, I'm allowed. I am actually allowed, as long as I go to town and make it look really, really pretty. I am actually allowed something like a nice viv in the living room, which obviously I've never been allowed before. But I think if I can get something looking like a beardy, a dragon, or maybe a gecko or something, just something like really nice, I can make it look really, really cool and it'll fit in the living room sort of thing. I'm allowed something like that.
I remember that conversation, Mitch, with my other half. I do. And we started off with the leopard gecko, and now the leopard gecko's in the bedroom, and in the living room there's pretty much every enclosure that I took with me last weekend, plus a few more. All my stick insects, the jungle nymphs, a lot. There's probably more in the living room space-wise than there is in the bedroom now.
I'll tell you what, between me and Ebbs,
if 3 rooms.
Between me and Ebbs, if we could fit all the things that we'd have in, then it'd be like a zoo, because I love geckos and I used to have quite a few. I'd love a Leachianus, or I'd love some of the leaf tails.
Them satanic leaf tails are amazing looking.
Man.
But yeah, it's space. Like I say, we've got the girl iguana that we rescued, so and she takes up all the room we could use for anything else. But I wouldn't regret it because we rescued her, so it's
Yeah.
Guys, we're gonna have to love you and leave you.
Yeah, I'm bringing this to an end soon anyway, mate. So but thanks for joining us, man. Honestly, it's been great, and obviously, Dawn, it's been an absolute pleasure having you in the stream.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. So obviously we're going to speak before then, but we're going to see you in person in November. It's going to be amazing. All right then, guys. Well, thank you. Thanks so much.
Take care.
I'll be in touch with you, I promise.
These are on my wish list. These guys.
Yes.
The red-eyed crocodiles.
Yeah.
Love them.
Oh my god.
They are beautiful.
There's a couple of those at Donny as well.
With all that sort of stuff, what we're going to do, man?
I know. It's like if I had the space to get dart frogs, but it's like ridiculous with some of them species. You have to have like a 40-gallon for one frog.
I know.
And it's like this frog is like this big. Why 40-gallon for a frog this big?
I know.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy, man. It is crazy. So it's just not going to happen, is it?
No. Fortunately not. But
right then, guys. I think I'm gonna draw a line on it tonight, guys. So
yeah.
Thank you.
It's been a great stream. Thanks for having us on.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you
I'm
for
hoping
having
to
us
be back
on.
on Saturday. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. I'm thinking I might be doing the long-awaited Scorpion stream on Saturday. I haven't decided yet. Just because I've got a pair of Baconis that have been here for months and months and months and months. I need to breed, and we just thought we'd get together with a couple of so-called experts, Tom Marsh and Tim, and they're going to come on, and we're just going to dispel a few myths and talk about scorpions, and just I'm hoping to learn a lot because my knowledge on scorpions is very limited. So I think it's just a hell of a lot of with everything, I suppose, but there's just so much conflicted info out there. I'm hoping Tim and Tom are going to put to bed a lot of these myths and tell us a few, just educate us all. I think no pressure, Tim and Tom, if you're watching. Cool, so hopefully that's going to be Saturday, but I'll let you know. So, but anyway, guys, for Francis, and obviously Ebbs has gone, so thank you to Ebbs. Andy, thank you so much, my friend. I know you've had you've all had long, hard days at work. So apart from me and Gav, who've got easy jobs basically. So and Ian, thank you so much, my friend. And obviously,
thanks for having me on, buddy.
Well, and obviously Gav, who I take for granted sometimes and don't say thank you too often enough. So thank you to all you guys, and thank you to everyone in the chat. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really love the fact that you all take your time out and spend your evening with us. So thank you. We all love you and appreciate it. Thank you so much. And good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
I'll be the center you.